just enhance what you have a little bit more.
Yeah, so no extensions needed?
No, not necessarily. If that's not a route you want to take, there are other things you can do to give yourself fuller hair without extensions.
Yesterday on the show, Studio 5 style and beauty contributor Megan Moore shared pro tips for fuller, healthier hair. I learned a lot of great tricks that I hadn't heard before, and I'm just as excited to lean in today learning more from Megan. She's back to share a few ways to get fuller lashes without the extensions. All right, now you and I are going to temper our opinions because we're sort of lock arm.
Yeah.
And not shared fans of eyelash extensions.
Yeah, it's interesting that both of us feel the same way. But yeah, I lean a little bit more natural. I just don't love the artificialness that can come with lash extensions. And the maintenance and the cost is just something I'm not willing to do. So I go more natural.
Can you see real results from the strategies and products that we're going to talk about today?
For sure, but just keep in mind, it's going to be a softer approach. It's not going to give you the same look that artificial lashes will, but there's a lot we can do that will make our lashes that we have feel more enhanced, fuller, thicker, darker, all of those things, but they just take a little bit more commitment.
And what I'm assuming is a lot of these things can just become part of your beauty routine, which I know we try to keep it simple and not add too much, but this would be something, if I'm seeing those consistent results, it would be worth it for me to do it consistently.
Yeah, I totally agree. It just has to become part of your routine that you just kind of like slot time for, and then it's not that big of a deal once you get used to it.
Yeah, better than sitting in a salon for 2 hours and paying a couple $100.
I agree.
In our opinion, but what do we know? She knows a lot. I'm just her trusty dusty sidekick. Okay, first a few products.
Yeah, so I'll always recommend getting into some sort of lash serum or lash oil, okay? A lot of times our lashes, especially as we get older, get drier and they're more brittle, and so we need to replenish that oil. So castor oil is an amazing product that is found in most lash growth serums. So this is just a straight up castor oil, but it's usually the main ingredient in a lot of these growth serums. This one I love because I think a lot of people, if the camera's on that pointed end right there, I think a lot of people are used to that and they'll run that along their lash line. But if you pan up, this one actually has this kind of, what you would see a spoolie, what you would see for a brows, but you actually want to use that on the actual lashes themselves.
Well, you want health from base to tip, right?
Right? Don't just focus on the roots. You've got to re-oil the actual lashes themselves and keep them hydrated. So adding this in at night is crucial, and it's going to make a big, big difference for the health of your overall lashes.
Now, I'm sort of stunned, and I'm sure I'm not alone, to see a $15 price tag where some of the other, more formulated blends cost a lot more. Will I see results with that?
Yeah, castor oil has been proven to work. There are thousands of great reviews on Amazon for this one and a lot of other ones. So if you want a little bit extra, you can certainly go there, but at the very base, start here.
Okay, what's next?
Okay, so this is a mascara that is by Babe Lash, which they're famous for their lash growth serum, which I love and have used for years, but this is their new mascara that has that same technology built into the mascara. So not only are you getting mascara every day, but you're also getting that castor oil and the beautiful ingredients there to help with growth and health of the lashes so they're not dry, flaking, cracking, that kind of thing too. So look for a mascara that's going to do more for you than just add black.
You're wearing mascara anyway, so why not pack some vitamins and nutrients in there while you do? I actually use their eyebrow tint for the same reason, that it has the benefits.
It has the growth in it.
And I'm going to use the product anyway.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay, so a few technique things that I would say that you can try. One of my favorites is called a powder press. So it's actually an extra step that you're going to do with your lash curler.
Okay.
And so what you're going to do is after your mascara is on and dried, you want it to be fully dry, you're going to actually take some loose powder. You can see me doing it here, and you're just going to actually powder up your lash curler. Now you want it really loaded with powder. Think about when you're baking, it's kind of like greasing a baking sheet, right? Because what you're trying to do is get the mascara to not stick. Because normally we put our mascara on after we curl.
Right.
But if you do the curler after, you're gonna get these really amazing curl that holds way longer, but you need the powder on there to make sure it doesn't stick.
And rip.
Yes, and we don't want to do any damage.
Stick is a polite word. Rip is the ouch word. Okay, so I put my mascara on, I let it completely dry, I powder my pan or my eyelash curler, and then I curl.
Yes, and then you can add a second coat of mascara if you want after the fact, but it holds so much better, and it actually really gives a much bigger lift to the lashes when you have that powder in there. So you do have to time it. You have to think, I need some time in between my mascara and the powder, so you do have to maybe apply your makeup in a different order, so you make sure you have that dry time in between.
This is one of those aha moments where I've never heard of this, but it totally makes sense.
It does.
as you describe it. Okay, we saw you combing and separating, and that's part of your technique.
Yep, for sure. So you think about when we put stuff on our hair and then we comb it through because we're trying to get it all the way to the ends, right? It's the same thing with our mascara. If we use a comb and we're combing it from the root to the tip, we're extending that mascara out even further. We're gonna stretch that product even longer. So not only does it separate, it actually helps lengthen because it's bringing that product all the way to the very ends. Totally makes sense, but it's just an extra step that maybe people aren't thinking of doing.
Okay, you recommend a little eyelash massage at the end of the night?
Yes, so we want to make sure we're getting all of our mascara off. Sleeping in mascara is a no bueno, right? It's not going to be good for us. It's going to be drying. It's going to have, you're going to start to have brittle lashes that can break. So you really want to go in there and massage all of that mascara off. I love this oil cleanser. It's again an Amazon find. Massage to get the blood flowing, but really to get all of the product off your lashes. That's crucial so that we start with a clean slate every morning.
Guess what, sister? I learned a lot.
Oh, good.
Thank you. All right.
betcha.
Longer, fuller lashes. And of course, this is a pickup to our conversation yesterday on fuller, more lush hair. So it just kind of goes together. Megan, thank you so much. Where can we get more advice from you?
Over at thebeautysnoop.com and at BeautySnoop on Instagram.
All right. You'll find her links on our website too.